Steve Peterson here with Infinity Investments, and welcome to our channel where we talk all things commercial and investment real estate. And in today's short video, we're going to be talking about the worst idea ever. The worst idea ever in commercial real estate business, I believe, is over-leveraging your property. Over-leveraging your property. Now, the reason I'm talking about this right now because in today's market, it's September now, 2021, and interest rates are at historic lows. Basically, they, sub 2% on some of these loans, sub 3% for commercial real estate. I know a bank that's doing 0.99% the first year for owner-occupied commercial real estate. So the thing is this: cheap interest rates are fantastic. However, you still don't want to over-lever, meaning putting too much of a loan on your property. Now, I'm talking to a lot of my clients who are refinancing, pulling out cash, acquiring other properties. Now, that is, in general, a great way of expanding your portfolio. However, let's not do this haphazardly like many people did 05, 06, 07, 08. And gut all the cash flow from your existing property in order to go buy something else. Just thinking that if I just buy these other properties, I'm expanding my portfolio, they're gonna go up in value, I'm gonna make a ton of money, which could happen. But let me just tell you a story. And I started my company in November 09, right? I started in the business, commercial real estate, 2003. So I saw a huge run up in prices, right? And then 08 happened. And there was a building downtown Oakland, it was 88 units. And it was in REO. I remember it was a brand new building, beautiful building, right? And downtown had gone through this in the early mid-2000s, this major boom of condos. And so there was this 88 unit building that was in foreclosure. And I remember walking it, I want to say this is 2010, walking the property, brokers telling us the story of the property. And I was asking, well, how was it, what was the deal on this? How did it get to this point? And that the property was being sold for, I want to say, $19 million at the time. And it was 88 condos. And the guy with the broker was telling us what happened. It was like, it was $80 million to build this property. $80 million to put it up. And we walked the property, it's $20 million. Now, he was saying it's $80 million, and roughly, I think the loan was the first position loan was about $50 million. So the first position lender was taking a major hit, but it cost $80 million to build it, right? So what happened was the guy who was building it took a $50 million loan to build it, but then what he did is leveraged the rest of his portfolio. So he took loans against the rest of the portfolio because he knew this one project was going to be his masterpiece, basically. And the loan also was personally guaranteed. So obviously he lost all his money, about $30 million of his own money that he pulled from other properties. And then the lender foreclosed upon him. Because he was a very rich person, they went after him. I don't know the whole, details of how all that worked out, but I can just tell you like this, is that was a bad move for that guy. If he'd have just kept his portfolio intact, he might have lost a little bit of money here and there, but he wouldn't have lost it all like he did on that one. And there's countless other examples of people who over-leverage their properties and then you were not able to make moves when all the deals of the century were out there. Let me just tell you, it was deals of the century from like 09 to 14, man. If you had some cash and you had a balance sheet and you had a portfolio, you were ready to go, you could have made a ton of money. If you were like this guy, over-leveraged, losing all, it was just a tough period of time. Now, fast forward to 2020. All I'm saying is the worst idea ever is to over-leverage. Not saying don't refinance and take 2% money. Come on, baby, if you can get 2%, get it at the right price. At the right point of leverage. Now, what is that? LTV stands for loan to value, all right? Most commercial lenders are not gonna go over 65% loan to value. Some of them will go up to 70, 80% loan to value. SBA, Small Business Administration, for owner occupied, sometimes on a case by case will go up to 90%. Now that is for an owner occupant. meaning that somebody's running their business from that office, warehouse, retail, whatever. They're running their business. They're owner occupant. It's like that's the home of that business, right? So lenders will take a little bit more of a bet, if you will, on that borrower. However, even for the business, even for the investor, it's not so much about how much you can pull out, what LTV. It's more so about what's called the debt coverage ratio, DCR, debt coverage ratio. How much your net operating income covers your debt. And there's a ratio. So you take your net operating income divided by your annual debt service. And that ratio should be 1.2 and above. Now, lenders will give you loans at 1.17. I even know a couple lenders out there giving loans at 1.15. So that means the spread between the actual income, the net income, and the debt is real tight. Meaning that if you have a bad month, somebody stop paying rent, eviction moratorium, somebody stop paying rent, and they feel like they don't want to stop or they can't run their business out of there anymore, commercial estate, you might be in trouble. If you're running a business, let's say, you're making a ton of money in the pandemic. They printed, I don't know what it was, $6 trillion in the last year or so. Whatever it is, it's a lot of money they printed. So a lot of us are making money in the business world. Things are feeling good. Let's say the gravy train stops and you need to make some adjustments in your business. But now if you're taking this huge mortgage, you have to be prepared to pay for that. So what I'm saying to you is I don't think you should be taking on a loan on your investment property. Now I'm talking about refinancing on your investment property or refinancing your business purpose property for more than a 1.2 debt service coverage ratio. Now you business owners out there, just look at your NOI, look at your net, operating income for your business. Are you able to cover at 1.2? And actually for your business to be more than that. All right. And from a leverage standpoint, from a loan to value, I don't think you ought to go more than 70-75%. Especially if you're talking about apartments. All right, and other office, other rental, anything above 75%, if you have a tough time renting your properties, which we might enter, y'all. Tough times happen. Markets are cyclical. And that's why I'm saying don't over leverage, because money is plentiful right now. They're pushing money out. The banks are getting money real cheap, so they make money by giving you money. Right now, they don't want to take properties back either, but they gotta make these loans too. And the funds are cheap. So all I'm saying here is be diligent about when you're taking money out of an existing asset that you have to go and acquire another asset for your business to maybe invest into your business. You can and should do that at the appropriate leverage. What I'm saying, do not go past 70-75% if it is an investment property or your business, maybe 80%. But what's optimal for investment properties is staying at 65% leverage. And I would say what optimal for your business that you're owning is 75%. If you stay there and you can make some moves within that context, now you're cooking with grease. Now you have capital to go make a move with and you're still safe. And that's what my concern is for you guys, making sure that if there is some issues down the line, or even if the market's fine, but your tenants decide to stop paying, you can weather the storm and still make moves. Okay, so the worst idea right now is over leveraging your property. Still make some wide. If you want to refi, get your money, 2% interest, do it. Be smart about it. All right. Hope this video was helpful. If it is, throw me a like, subscribe, share this with others. And until the next video, we'll see you guys, and best of success to your investing career. Peace out.